She's a New York Times best-selling author, an award-winning playwright, television writer, producer, and filmmaker. Her latest novel, The Good Left Undone, is being touted by the Washington Post as lush and immersive and epic in scope. We'd like to welcome author Adriana Trigiani. Thank you so much for joining us.
It's great to be with you.
So local readers will have the opportunity to meet you in person next month. But first, tell us more about your new book.
Well, I'm so excited, and thank you for having me. This is a book that I think every reader can relate to, because it's about a matriarch who knows that her days are numbered. She's at the end of her life. Her family doesn't really realize it, but she does. And she decides that she's done a bad job of telling the family story.
And
her granddaughter comes over. Her granddaughter's getting married, and she's there for her piece of jewelry that is a tradition in this Italian family. And they're a family of jewelers. And she takes us back in time to tell the family story. And
this is all set against the backdrop of Italy. Whereabouts in Italy?
Viareggio and Lucca, which is on the shore of the Mediterranean Sea and the Tyrrhenian Sea, where they meet. So below Genoa and above the Amalfi Coast.
And why did you select that particular part of Italy? Because I always ask authors this question, because wherever their stories are set, that is also a character within the story. So why there in particular?
Well, that's a great question, because it was the first piece that came to me in this novel, which was there's gem cutters in Lucca. And this is a story about a family that for years were gem cutters for the Vatican.
Oh, wow.
And then after World War II, like most Italian businesses, they kind of went, these family businesses then went into business for themselves. They no longer worked on commission. It tracks this family that were artists and now became prosperous. And it also, really talks about what happens when your family gets a little cash. And
it changes people.
Yes, that is correct.
You've written 20-some books, novels, both fiction, nonfiction. How was this experience any different, or was it? Was it a similar experience to any other book that you'd written previously?
This book is an opera.
Yeah.
I wrote it, I started before COVID, and then I was able to finesse every line of this book, and I have never had that opportunity before.
Well, it must have been a wonderful experience, and it's a terrific experience for readers who love to immerse themselves in stories, because what you also do is you follow the footsteps of your characters in the very place where the story is set. And so you do trips, such as to Italy, where people can walk the walk, as it were.
That's right, that's right. Gina Casella runs a company called AT Escapes. She does she has one section called Coutures, which I think is so clever.
That's great.
Which is about, you pick where you want to go, Layla, and then she builds around it. Or she takes you on specific, like the Valentine books, that's the shoemaking. She does northern Italy, she does southern Italy, she does Florence and that area. I mean, you can have your pick.
You can't lose. You cannot lose with that kind of an itinerary. But for people who can't go to Italy right now, they can see you right here in the Lowcountry. In fact, you're going to be here Wednesday, May 4th at 11:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. in the Crystal Ballroom at the Charleston Marriott. People can buy their tickets, come out, see you, meet you in person, and hopefully have a beautiful book inscribed. So definitely recommend to our viewers to go out and read this book. I want to thank you so much, Adriana, for joining us.
Thank you, and thank Robbie Scott and the Post and Courier. Best book luncheon in the country.
Yes, indeed, indeed. Congratulations.
See you soon.
We're back after this.